Yeah, that's...
All right, we should go get this going.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to D&M Park, where we will remain coverage of Game 1 here in the Little East Championship. Dan, of course, yesterday we were here, played 2 innings, the skies opened, and the umpires called it right away, and it was a good call. I mean, I left here about an hour after we picked stuff up. I saw animals lining up 2 by 2 down in Plymouth.
Yeah, it could have been the art going on. It's a floodplain down here, but it was a great call. We knew it was going to be raining all day. We did whatever we could, especially the umpiring crew, to try and get as much of this championship game in as possible, but that's why we moved the tournament up from Friday through Sunday to Thursday. It was supposed to be till yesterday, but to help us give this window for the championship, make sure we get it in this weekend.
So the Beacons will be up. They have a runner on first and third. I'm sorry, looking at the wrong side of my book here. First and second with 1 out. There will be a new pitcher in the circuit. It will be number 10, Kayla Matthew. Matthew, a 3.90 ERA, 3 wins, 2 losses, 14 appearances this season, 41.1 innings pitched. We have confirmation that Allison Moyne did have an undisclosed injury during warm-ups yesterday, so Matthew will take over in the circle here today.
Yeah, looking at it, it'll be Benia at second after she walked and stole second base. Bragna on at first after she walked. Before, again, the heavens really opened up for us here. But that was just it. It was Plymouth State kind of got Morrissey on in the top of the first inning on its second on a double, but then kind of put themselves in a jam, try to get a couple more base runners. They had runners on the corner and then went 1, 2, 3 after that in the top of the second. But for the Beacons in the first, it was that double by Pressmack with the wild pitch coming home to score a run. Morris with the walk also coming home to score a run on the 2 RBI double by Ryskowski in the first inning, and that's really where we stand right now, Weston.
So Pressmack will step back up to the plate with a 1-0 count. 24 hours later, we're back to action.
We're going to get this in today. Again, fans, thank you for joining us on Pemmy Baker TV. We are live here at D&M Park.
First pitch to Pressmack from Matthew. Taking called strike. Beautiful pitch there from Matthew.
Oh, finally, 24 hours later, as you said, 1-1 count.
Matthews 1-1 pitch, taken just outside for a ball. It was raining when we were setting up the equipment, a rather good rain. We were getting a little worried, but now the wind is still blowing away, but that's blowing away the storms. Even a little bit of sunshine here at D&M Park as I knock on the
I would say it's going to roll back in at some point, but we do have a window to try to get 1, 2 games if needed in.
The 2-1 pitch. Swung on a little chopper over to Goss at third. On to Kennard at first for the out, but with 2 outs, the Beacons will get runners in scoring position.
Nice job there by Goss. Again, being cold, 24 hours off, just coming down the line, getting aggressive. A nice throw over to first for Kennard for the out. 2 down here in the bottom of the second.
It's going to bring up the second baseman, number 7, Kaylin Morris.
Morris is, again, looking for her first hit. She walked first inning yesterday, came home to score a run on that 2 RBI double.
She'll take that first pitch for a called strike.
Again, fans, a reminder, If Plymouth State were to come back and win this game, they will outright win the Little East Conference Championship. If UMass Boston wins this game, we will go to another championship game 30 minutes after.
The 0-1 pitch. Another chopper that's going to go foul as Kennard chases it down in foul territory. And fans, another championship game going on for Panther Nation. We'll keep you updated with women's lacrosse as they currently hold a 12-10 lead over Eastern Connecticut with 4:40 remaining in the second half.
Be a big redemption for the Panthers if they can beat Eastern Connecticut State in the road after falling to the Warriors here on Senior Day, which gave the Warriors the #1 seed.
0-2 pitch to Morse, just low and away for a ball.
Thought Birch did well framing it low and away, but unlucky there on the call.
So Bonilla on third, Braga on second. Morse with a 1-2 count. High and inside, 2-2.
And Matthew coming in the middle of this game, essentially. Looking for a big punch out here to get herself going.
That one chopped over to Rhodes at second. She fields it cleanly. On to Kennard to get the out. So despite the 2 runners on, the Beacons will not get a run. We head to the top of the third. 2-0 Beacons.
Plymouth State Broadcasting, your source for complete game day coverage of every Panther home game. Find out more information about us on social media at facebook.com/PSU Broadcasting.
Little refresher for you fans. After the Plymouth State batting order for this game, it'll be led off by first baseman Katie Kennard. Center fielder number 3, Rachel Morrissey, will be second. Emma Rhodes, third, second base. Batting in the 4-hole, designated player Avery Davis. Batting number 5, the third baseman Mel Goss. Batting 6th, left fielder number 12, Cassidy Emerson. Batting 7th, right fielder number 20, Nina Murray. Batting 8th, the catcher number 18, Haley Birch. And then rounding out the order for the Panthers will be the shortstop number 23, Deb Morrill.
We have time here. We'll do the defensive positioning for the Beacons, continuing from yesterday. Bivento behind the plate, catching for Thomas. Mitsiaris at first, Morris at second, Braga at short, and Tully at third, and then Pressmack, Bonilla, and Reskowski left to right in your outfield.
So the inning will be led off by Katie Kennard.
Kennard 0 for 1 this game as she grounded out to short her first time up yesterday.
See what you can do here from Thomas. Again, reminder, Thomas came into today's action with a 4.10 ERA, 4 wins, 2 losses. As the fans have shown up in full support here now at D&M Park. First pitch high and away for a ball.
It's nice to see that the rain has ended for now. The wind's picking up, but it is about 20 degrees warmer than it was yesterday here in Plymouth, New Hampshire.
Yeah, the wind yesterday was just raw. This one's actually kind of pleasant.
Still coming in center field to home plate.
The 1-0 pitch swung on and missed from Kennard.
Again, we have yet to see a home run in days 2, 3, and here in day 4 at Panther Park for the LEC championship.
D&M Park.
That's what I meant.
1-1 pitch. Chopped foul back to the backstop. So Kennard now prepares to see the 1-2 pitch. High fly ball from Kennard, but right into the glove of Pressmack here in left field.
Yeah, Pressmack essentially read that all the way, camped out underneath it, only had to make about a half step to her left. It was just kind of lined right at her.
It's going to bring up the center fielder number 3, Rachel Morrissey.
Morrissey is 1 for 1 with a double in the first inning.
First pitch to Morrissey. Taken outside, but a called strike. Oh, 1 pitch, high and away, now 1-1. Thomas now delivers the 1-1 pitch. Morrissey thinks about dropping down a bunt, pulls back now with a good 2-1 count. Or they call that a strike. Okay, they're fixing it on the board now. I didn't see the strike called.
I mean, from up there in the press box, it's hard for them looking in a mirror, so it's a little reversed for them. But they got it corrected here today. Look for Thomas to stay kind of middle in right now with the fastball.
Chopper right there, but foul. Now a big 2-2 count for Morrissey. Thomas, much like Moylan yesterday, struggling in the rain, just trying to keep the ball in the strike zone as the ball was just soaked. I mean, we can't say enough how much rain we got here in the Plymouth area yesterday.
Yeah, we got to credit that one to Boston, just able to get them over the heart of the plate.
That one's swung on, fouled back.
It's a nice pitch there by Thomas. Again, going low on Morrissey the last couple times, trying to elevate and get Morrissey to swing underneath it. Morrissey doing enough to get a piece of it, staying alive here at the plate. Look for an off-speed pitch down and away.
Morrissey sees the 2-2 pitch. High for a ball now, working the count full.
Surprised they're trying to come up and in. It didn't work last time. I figured she'd try to change the elevation.
Big full count now. The second Thomas has had in the game. Delivers to Morrissey. Swung on, chop foul down the third base line.
Nice defensive swing there by Morrissey. Again, in on the hands on her, having to swing early and pull that one, but just still looking for something kind of middle in around the thigh that she can drive.
They're going to swap out the balls here. Now a 3-2 count once again to Morrissey as she's now about to see her 6th pitch of the at-bat. Chopped right over to Braga at short. Close throw over to Mitziaris at first, but they will get the out.
Just a nice job there by Thomas. Again, getting it low, forcing Morrissey on the ground ball on the swing. Easy play for Braga at short and a nice throw over to first.
So that's going to bring up Emma Rhodes. Rhodes, the second baseman.
Rhodes 0 for 1 this game as she popped out to short in the first inning. Again, fans, be sure to join us on Twitter using the hashtag LEC Softball and see your tweets live on the air here today. Be a part of our broadcast.
First pitch to Rhodes, high and away for a ball.
Again, wind just starting to pick up again. A couple of big gusts in the last minute or so.
Thomas now delivers the 1-0. Outside again, same location, 2-0.
Avento trying to frame behind the plate, trying to bring that one down back into the strike zone, not going to get the call. But she's been so effective behind the plate framing, getting a lot of calls for the UMass Boston Beacons here this tournament.
2-0 pitch to Rhodes, swung on a high fly ball, but it's going to go out of play behind the press box.
And Thomas really working the top part of the strike zone. Looking at her come down and inside.
2-1 pitch to Rhodes. Swung on a hot shot, but it's going to go foul.
I think that missed the location. Venta wanted it away, and it did come inside. Nice job there by Rhodes to pull it foul.
2 outs, 2-2 count.
Again, fans, if you did not join us yesterday, Plymouth State is the road team due to the LEC rules and UMass Boston not having as many home games, so to speak, as Plymouth State this tournament.
If we were to go to another game, though, Panthers would be home. That one swung on to Braga at short. Another one over to Mitziaris. But it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Beacons as we head to the bottom of the third. They still lead 2-0. So bottom of the third coming your way from D&M Park. Wes now here with Dan Salzer. We thank you for joining us on Little East.TV and Pemmy Baker TV here in the Plymouth region. 3-4-5 will be due up for the Beacons in the third inning. Will be led off by catcher number 9, Roxanne Vento.
Vento 0 for 1 this game. She grounded out to second her first time up in the first inning.
First pitch to Vento, low and in the dirt for a ball. Again, we apologize for the wind on our headsets. It's
become
very
steady.
breezy.
Yeah, I was going to say it's become a steady wind with a couple of big gusts since the restart of this game.
1-0 pitch now from Matthew. High and away for a ball. 2-0 now the count to Vento.
Again, yes, Matthew's missing, but she is working the height of the strike zone, trying to get these batters' eyes moving. Wouldn't be surprised a breaking ball down and away right now.
2-0 pitch. Swung on a high fly ball. Birch going to try to make a play, but not able to get there in time.
Lovely effort, though.
Yeah, big effort there from Birch.
It looked like Matthew sailed that one a little high. Birch was kind of set up middle low in the strike zone, and that one sailed up towards the letters. Lucky that wasn't driven to the outfield.
Matthew now prepares to deliver the 2-1 pitch. Just missing inside, 3-1. And Dan, final score from Eastern Connecticut, Plymouth State 13, Eastern Connecticut State 12.
So the Panthers pick up a championship here in the spring.
Big win for women's lacrosse as the 3-1 pitch swung on high in the air. It's going to fall in for a single for Vento. And early trouble as a leadoff base runner is on for the Beacons.
Okay, going back, it's the first championship for new head coach Sandy Bridgman, and she's been an absolute fantastic addition, not only to that team, but to the whole athletic department. She's just been a pleasure to work with.
Brings up the right fielder, number 16, Gia Razkowski.
Razkowski 1 for 1 with that big 2 RBI double in the first inning that gave the Beacons this 2-0 lead.
A good opportunity here. She swings on the first pitch, a high fly ball. Ranging in is Murray, but Rhodes will call her off to put it away for the first out.
Yeah, Rhodes doing well. Murray, nice backup there just in case, but nice confidence there by Rhodes at second, backing up into the outfield.
So 1 down now, runner on first for designated player Taylor Paulina.
Paulina 0 for 1, ground out to third in the first inning. First
pitch to Paulina. high and inside there from Matthew.
Again, Polina being the designated player for this game as she suffered an injury a couple nights ago against these Panthers in the outfield. I believe it was with Pressmack with a collision, so good to see her in the lineup, but still recovering from that knee.
1-0 pitch. Swung on a little chopper, but it's going to go foul. Good job by Kennard, though, to rein over towards it anyway. That one looked dangerous off the bat for a second.
It did. It just kind of died. It wasn't on the sweet spot.
Oh, boy.
Yep, the 10th over us is about to take off, but that's okay. At least it's not raining.
Yeah, exactly. 1-1 pitch from Matthew, low and in the dirt. 2-1 now. As Vento's going to get in there with a stolen base. I didn't even see her take off. Kind of a late jump. But now a runner in scoring position for the Beacons.
Second stolen base in this championship game for the Beacons.
The 2-1 pitch to Paulina. Outside and away, 3-1 now.
I mean, Birch is a freshman behind the plate catching, and it seems like the Beacons are just finding a weakness, just trying to test her and test her arm when the snap throws.
Big 3-1 pitch now from Matthew. Swung on a high fly ball, but Deb Moore will put it away for the second out.
Yeah, I thought that had more power on it, just Polina getting underneath it. Nice pop out there to short.
So 2 down, runner on second. Brings up the Beacons' first baseman, number 19, Lauren Mitziaris.
Mitziaris 0 for 1 as she foul popped out to third her first time up.
First pitch to her. Just missing high for a ball. Yeah, as mentioned, Matthew just kind of testing the high part of that zone here in her first couple innings of work.
She struggled to keep it low. When she's going low, it's almost landing right in front of the plate.
1-0 pitch. Swung on chop foul.
Don't know if that was tipped or I couldn't really hear in the center field, but came off of Birch's shoulder to the backstop.
Yeah, hard to tell from here. I feel like if it was a swing and a miss, Vento would have been off for third, but I believe it was foul tip just off the end of the bat. Nonetheless, it's a 1-1 count for Mitziaris. Swung on a high fly ball. It's going to go out of play.
Just an off-speed pitch, just kind of hanging there by Matthew. Mitziaris is sitting on that fastball. That's why she pulled it foul on the third base side. Just a half second later, that thing had a chance of going yard.
1-2 pitch from Matthew. Low and in the dirt once again, now 2-2. It's like you mentioned it, she just can't seem to get that low pitch across the zone.
She's going low. She's either missing at thigh level, which the Beacons love with their power hitting offense, or it's rolling in there.
Matthews' 2-2 delivery. Swung on another high pop-up. Rhodes calling for it once again. She'll put it away. So despite a leadoff single, the Beacons cannot score a run. We head to the top of the fourth, 2-0 UMass Boston.
Paris changed my life, and I got there through UMass. Those very specific seminal moments in Paris. The subway. A man in a tuxedo walked in, and a woman in a long gown. And it was stunning. It all hit me. It was like a lightning bolt. There was this world of beauty and style that I wanted to be a part of. That was the beginning of the journey. And that all came through the University of Massachusetts. And that was really a key moment for me. That's one of those moments you never forget.
Plymouth State Athletics is brought to you by Portland Glass, Biederman's Deli, Northeast Delta Dental, the New Hampshire National Guard, Merchants Auto and merchantsauto.com, Student Transportation, and by Fairfield Inn & Suites by Marriott.
Back here at D&M Park, the 4, 5, 6 hitters due up for Plymouth State be led off by designated player Avery Davis.
Davis is 0 for 1 this game as she kind of grounded out to the circle her first time up.
Davis, coming into today's action, was leading the team in RBIs with 22 on the season.
Again, in the game earlier this tournament, on Thursday night against the Beacons, Davis was 0 for 3. A pop out, a strikeout, and a fly out, so she's looking for first hit against the Beacons here this tournament.
So Thomas delivers her first pitch to Davis. Outside for a ball. Again, we're trying to cover our mics as best we can here, but that breeze is just missing high. Looks pretty good from here.
Bonilla here in center field just in front of us can't believe it. She thought that was over there for the plate.
2-0 pitch to Davis. Taking called strike. A little delayed call there.
A nice off-speed breaking ball down and in, catching the corner. Thomas looking comfortable.
Thomas delivering the 2-1 pitch to Davis. High and away now, 3-1.
Again, kind of recapping quickly this whole tournament. We haven't seen a game more than 3 runs for a win. Everything has been 3 or less.
3-1 count to Davis. Swinging, chopping that one down the third base line. It will go foul.
Third full count for Thomas this game.
Last 2 outs. So the last inning went to Braga. We'll see if this one heads her way as well.
And Thomas has really been working the inside part of the plate. I wonder if she's going to kind of work on the outer half, try to pick up the strikeout.
3-2 pitch to Avery Davis. Taken high and away for a ball, so Davis will get on as the leadoff runner. And you expect to see a pinch runner here for her.
Still looking. It looks like we're going to have a talk, and it is. You're right.
Looks like it's going to be number 11, Autumn Bior.
Bior kind of the designated pinch runner for this team.
So now Mel Goss will step up to the dish.
And a flash of sunlight. We haven't seen this in a couple days. Knock on wood. It's promising. Again, we have about a 3.5 hour window right now before the rain's supposed to pick back up again tonight.
First pitch to Goss. Taken outside, called strike.
Goss is 1 for 1 with a single in the second inning to right through short, reached to third base before she was stranded.
Yeah, the closest the Panthers have gotten to getting a base runner home. 0-1 pitch. Taken high now, 1-1.
Thomas's breaking ball just trying to drop that one into the top of the strike zone, just missing high at the letters.
Bior on first, the 1-1 pitch to Goss. Taken high and away, now 2-1. Beautiful take there from Mel Goss.
She's been just so strong in the batter's box here this season. Such a great eye for these pitches.
Two 2-1 pitch now. Swung on and chopped off her ankle. Appears to be okay there. And yeah, these flashes of sunlight, something we haven't seen since about Thursday.
And you know, I don't think I brought my sunglasses with me.
I didn't either. I was expecting clouds, but a welcome sight here at D&M Park as Goss gets ready to take the 2-2 pitch.
Just going to stay inside Thomas on this pitch.
Lone inside chopper foul down the third base side.
She does not want to leave anything over the heart of the plate that Goss is just going to drive out of here. She wants to jam the hands, try to get that ground ball out once again over to Braga at short. Kind of set up at least a lead runner out with Bayer at second.
2-2 pitch. High and inside now, full count for Goss. The second she's worked in this game. Led to a single last time. We'll see what it leads to here. Fans are very excited here at D&M Park. Thomas delivers the 3-2 pitch. Swung on, shot foul.
Again, Thomas still working inside. This point, probably going to try to go high and away. Last time she did that, she gave up the walk to Davis, but if she can try to force a pop out with Gosh swinging underneath it, she's going to try it.
Thomas steps up to the rubber, the 3-2 pitch, once again with Bior on first. Taken outside ball four, and back-to-back walks now have the Panthers in business.
It's exactly what I thought was going to happen. Thomas again going high and away, trying to get the strikeout call. Just missing the zone. Panthers with some life to try and tie this game up in the middle part of the game.
So no outs, 2 runners on. It's going to bring up left fielder number 12, Cassidy Emerson.
Emerson looking for her first hit. She reached on an error by Thomas in the second inning yesterday.
Panthers did have this same situation back in the second inning of this game, but then Thomas was able to pick up 3 straight outs.
Only the second time this game, Panthers have had 2 runners on.
First pitch to Emerson. Shows bunt, pulls back. Bior's heading for third. She's in there safe, and Goss will also move over to second. And now with no outs, the Panthers have the tying run in scoring position.
I love the aggressive play call here by the Panthers and Bruce Addison. And get the double steal, get 2 in scoring position with no outs now. Anything, if you can get it deep to the outfield, and again, the wind is blowing in from center field, but you can get it deep, you cut this deficit down to 1.
It's a 1-0 count for Emerson. We'll watch that one for a called strike.
Again, with that double steal, eliminates the double play at the moment.
Panthers threatening here, 2 on, 1-1 pitch. Swung on a high fly ball from Emerson, but reined in by Vento for the first out.
Yeah, Vento doing well to track up that pop over on the first base side, right at the fence, having to brace herself against it, but even looking up in the sun, great job there tracking it for the out.
So 1 down, 2 runners still on second and third for right fielder number 20, Nina Murray.
Murray 0 for 1. She popped out to Thomas in the circle back in the second inning. We saw Murray have herself a field day here on Thursday hitting, especially against these Beacons, going 3 for 3 with a couple runs scored and an RBI.
First pitch swinging, a nice shot, but right into the glove of the center fielder. Bior will get in though, and the Panthers cut the deficit to within 1.
Nice job there by Nina Murray to pull that one to center field. Again, she struggled having most of the year sent it the opposite way, but getting a lot of power behind that, getting that deep enough for Bior to come home.
That one looked like it might drop in front of Bonilla for a second. Great job by her to track it down and get the out. But now a big opportunity here with 2 down. You still have
at least cut the deficit down to 1.
0-1 pitch to Birch. Taken outside for a ball. Caught it.
Everything's starting to take off here.
Someone would have just got a nice Patriots laptop case. 1-1 pitch to Birch, low and inside now, 2-1.
Thomas missing the zone there. We saw Vento sliding out to her right, looking for something down and away. It came back inside.
Goss on second. 1 run already in for the Panthers. 2-1 count. The pitch to Birch. Taken low and inside now, 3-1.
That's Thomas trying to keep it low, trying to get that ground ball out. Hopefully she'll stay down in the middle of the zone again. Last 2 times she's been in this situation, she's gone high and away and given up a walk.
Birch has to be very selective here. 3-1 pitch coming to her. Swung on a little chopper. It's going to go on to Morris at second. She'll get it cleanly to Mitziaris for the out, but the Panthers will get their first run of the game. They cut the deficit to half. 2-1 Beacons. Bottom of the 4th inning coming away from D&M Park. Again, you're joining us live on Pemmy Baker TV as well as Little East.TV. Panthers just getting a run in the top of the 4th. It's going to be the 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Beacons. Be led off by third baseman number 14, Alyssa Tully.
Tully 0 for 1 this game. She grounded out to short in the 2nd inning right before the rain delay.
Matthews' first pitch to Tully. Swung on, chopped foul. Back to the backstop, so now a quick 0-1 count on Tully.
Again, this game still looking for its first punch out.
Matthews 0-1 delivery. Swung on, hit foul over to Goss at third. Looked for a second like it might stay in play. But now Tully finds herself in an 0-2 hole.
I like Matthew just, not really an off-speed pitch, just took a little bit off of it. That forced Tully to swing early on it, pulling it foul.
Matthew, not really a strikeout pitcher, only 24 this season, but a good opportunity to pick up number 25 here. High fly ball. Morrissey, though, will rein it in for the first out of the inning.
Morrissey's done so well in center field. We've seen her with some spectacular catches. Couple of errant runs on the ball, but she's done so well recovering. Easy one for her there to her left.
So 1 down now in the inning. It's going to bring up the center fielder, number 5, Giovanna Bonilla.
Bonilla is looking for her first hit this game. She reached on a walk, stole a base in the 2nd inning.
Little chopper there is going to go foul.
Okay. Complete coverage we've had since Thursday of this LEC Championship Series, and I know it's been a pleasure for me to call it. I'm sure it has been for you too, Weston.
Oh, it's been a blast here at D&M Park as that 0-1 pitch is swung on. Another one over to Morrissey, and another put out for Rachel. So 2 quick outs now. Great catch there from Morrissey. He's going to bring up the shortstop in number 3, Gigi Braga.
Again, the sun's still off to our left here in center field, and Morrissey doing well. It wasn't in her eyes just yet. It might be a factor a little bit later on this game.
That one taken for a called strike. And then with this at-bat, we've now officially been back through the order since yesterday.
Yeah, Braga walked in the 2nd inning, again, right before the rain delay.
0-1 pitch, low and in the dirt, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch from Matthew now. Swung on, shot foul over into the Plymouth stands. A nice catch by a fan over there. A little bit of a deflection, but he still got it.
I mean, we talked about it yesterday before we were thrown off the air, essentially. There's been some fantastic fan catches in the bleachers on both sides.
2 down already for the Panthers. The 1-2 count pitch. Swung on, shot foul. And we'll try it again. And I can actually read my book. There's sunlight on it. This is just, I'm amazed that the sunlight is here at D&M Park. I don't want to leave. I love it.
It's been a few days since we've seen it. But it's great. The drought is officially over here in the state of New Hampshire. It's been a couple years.
Yeah, as disappointing as that rain was for us here in the Lewis Championship, it's definitely much needed for the state. As Matthew delivers the 1-2 pitch. Swung on a high fly ball. Goss is going to call for it and put it away for the out. So the Panthers get a 1-2-3 inning. They come up in the top of the 5th. They trail 2-1.
There's a path that takes you further in life. A breakthrough way of learning that prepares you for an ever-changing world. Plymouth State's integrated clusters approach lets you follow your own path, not someone else's. It gives you choices within your degree, open labs, real-world experience, with faculty who work with you every step of the way. Become the leader, the doer every day, a tomorrow changer. Find your own path at Plymouth State University. See further up here.
As you head off to college, you crave independence, but you want to know you're not alone. At Plymouth State University, our close-knit campus and experienced faculty allow you to learn more without going too far away. Find out more at plymouth.edu/learn more.
Fans, welcome back here at Plymouth State University. And Panther fans, be sure to gear up for your next big game as Plymouth State Athletics has launched a new online apparel store, as we'll have all sorts of track gear and jackets, jerseys, all sorts of merchandise and interchangeable logos. So gear up with your favorite team here today.
Deb Morrill due up for the Panthers here in the top of the 5th inning. A new pitcher in the circle for the Boston Beacons. It's number 2, Jess Greenspan. Greenspan pitched the first game yesterday, the elimination game against Eastern Connecticut State. Coming into that game, she had a 2.49 ERA. Definitely lowered that a little bit with that close game yesterday.
Kind of surprised they're bringing in Greenspan right now. I mean, you figured if Plymouth was to come back in this game, or if Boston actually held on to win this game, you'd want Greenspan for game 2 in a matchup against Miller as the number 1s. But I guess Thomas a little fatigued from yesterday.
Yeah, the only thing you can think of is maybe head coach Natalia Ardagna saw how much the Panthers were hitting off of Thomas that last inning. Just wanted to make sure Greenspan was here for these last 3 innings, but we'll see how Morrill can lead it off here for the Panthers.
A little shout out to our athletic director, Kim Bounds, and associate athletic director, Courtney O'Clair, who are watching in Canada, in Montreal.
First pitch now to Morrill, taken for a ball. I'm going to hold on to this thing for a little bit.
So look at my notes flying around.
It.
Yeah, Morrill 0 for 1. She popped out to third, her first time up in the 2nd inning.
So I believe that actually was a called strike on that first pitch, is what the scoreboard says. So the 0-1 pitch swung on a high little fly ball. Coming in is Pressmack, almost a collision there once again. The second time we would have seen that.
Pressmack's been very busy in left field and now going up against Bonilla. But it looks like able to call her off just at the last second nicely to avoid the collision, as you said.
It's going to go back to the top of the Panther lineup and first baseman Katie Kennard.
Kennard 0 for 2 here in the championship game. She grounded out to short and flied out to left.
Swinging on that first breaking ball there and missing. Big first pitch there from Greenspan. Kennard was thinking fastball all the way, was just fooled by that little changeup. 0-1 pitch. Swung on a high fly ball, but in play, as will be camped under by Raskowski for the second out of the inning.
Tough one there. Kennard just can't get anything going this game in the leadoff spot.
It's going to bring us to the center fielder at number 3, Rachel Morrissey.
Morrissey 1 for 2, a double in the first inning, was stranded on second base and grounded out her last time up in the third to short.
Now batting number 3, Rachel Morrissey.
First pitch to Morrissey. Taken outside, called strike. Greenspan doing a good job early on here, working the outside part of the plate. Oh, 1 pitch is low and away now, 1-1.
Yeah, Greenspan a little bit quicker in her delivery time between pitches from Thomas, but adds about probably 5 miles an hour on her fastball.
That 1-1 pitch outside now. Morrissey working a 2-1 count.
Well, Crevento to set up inside. Just getting a call from the bench and what to call here for the pitch.
Greenspan delivers the 2-1. Swung on, chop foul to the backstop.
Yeah, we saw Vento signaling to Greenspan, just keep it down. Make sure you keep it down.
So a 2-2 count here now for Rachel Morrissey. 2 down already in the inning for the Panthers. Swung on a high pop fly, but right into the glove of Morse. So another quick 1-2-3 inning for the Beacons. We head to the bottom of the 5th. 2-1 they lead. Bottom of the 5th inning here from D&M Park. West now with Dan Salzer bringing you coverage of this Little East Championship game between the UMass Boston Beacons and the Plymouth State Panthers. We're heading back to the top of the lineup for the Beacons. Will be led off by the left fielder in number 12, Kira Pressmack.
Pressmack 1 for 2, a single, run scored in the first and grounded out to third base in the second inning.
She'll watch that first pitch low in the dirt for a ball. Don't know what that was. That's fireworks is what that was.
Spring Fling weekend, we had that here Thursday night. So students getting celebrated for the concert here.
Fireworks at 3:30. You gotta love it. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Big cut there from Pressmack.
Kind of tailed away a little bit there by Matthew. What a beautiful pitch high in the zone.
And if you're just joining us, this game started yesterday, but torrential rains made us postpone it in the second inning. Pressmack going to foul that one back to the backstop to move the count to 1-2. Panthers were trailing 2-0 after the rain delay, have picked up a run back in the 4th inning off a Nina Murray sacrifice fly to bring it to within a 2-1 score, which you see now. 1-2 pitch from Matthew. Swung on a little high popper. It's going to fall in front of Rhodes, and she won't be able to get the throw off in time. A huge infield single there for Pressmack.
Pressmack with some great speed down the line. Nothing it can do with just a little blooper over Matthew. Even if she jumped, I don't think she had a chance.
And with 6 straight retired that the Panthers had, that's a huge little blooper there for the UMass Boston Beacons, as it gives them a leadoff base runner for second baseman Kayla Morse.
Kayla Morse, 0 for 1. She walked and scored a run in the first inning on that Reskowski double and grounded out to second.
Thinks about dropping a bunt on that first pitch. The thing we need to watch for with Morse is that California bunt that caught us off guard in that first game.
Yes, thank you to UMass Boston Athletics for informing us of what it was called, but that's her specialty.
1-0 pitch. Trying to lay down one. They're going to throw on to second, and she's just going to get in there safe. A good throw down, though, by Haley Birch.
UMass Boston so aggressive on the base path with these stolen bases.
So Pressmack now picking up stolen base number, I believe she had a lot if I look at the stats for this game. Number 12 on the day. She did have 11 coming in, so definitely a speed threat there. And it's a 1-1 count to Morse.
Again, runner in scoring position, no outs. That sack bunt becoming even bigger in this situation for Morse.
We'll see what she decides to do. Pressmack's going to pop one high in the air. Morrill comes over, but a play cannot be made.
Yeah, Morrill and Goss giving chase, but again, right up against the fence on the third base side in front of the Plymouth dugout.
And we saw Pressmack here from second base kind of directing Morse on where to try to lay that one down, as it's now a 1-2 count.
Expect Matthew to keep it away right now.
Just missing away, as you mentioned, now 2-2.
I mean, it's a smart pitch there. If she's going to throw down the bunt away, it's going to try to stay on the third base side, give it a chance to get the lead runner, or at least keep Pressmack at second.
The 2-2 pitch now to Morse. Swung on, chopped over the road. She makes a diving play on it, but it'll roll into Morrissey. Pressmack's going to round third and get into score. They're going to get Morse at second, though, as she tries to reach on a double, but it will be another run for the Beacons as they lead it 3-1.
Yeah, so give Morse the single, but then tagged out there at second base.
So it will be an RBI single for Morse, giving her now a total of 15 RBIs on the season, so she's been a huge offensive threat for the Beacons.
But nice play there, and unfortunate on that throw back into the infield. I wish we would have just gone a second. Had no chance of getting it at home.
That one chopped over to Rhodes. On to Kennard at first, a nice scoop to keep it out of bounds, as there are now 2 down for the Beacons. One of those ones, first pitch swing, I was looking at my book, almost missed it. We'll bring up the right fielder, number 16, Gia Razkowski.
Reskowski 1 for 2, the double 2 RBIs in the first inning that got the lead for the Beacons, and then popped out to second base her last time up in the third.
First pitch she sees is taken for a ball just missing outside.
Yeah, Birch really pulling that one far inside on the frame. If she was just a little bit more subtle, she might have gotten the call.
The 1-0 pitch. Swung on a high fly ball. Emerson ranging back. Will put it away for the out, but the Beacons will pick up a run. They add to their lead. They lead it as we head to the top of the 6th, 3-1.
The University of Massachusetts Boston. It's just minutes from downtown, and the Princeton Review calls it one of the best values in the country. A nationally recognized institution of academic excellence and research, UMass Boston offers more than 150 undergraduate and graduate programs, 16 Division III sports, and more than 100 student organizations. To learn more about the opportunities waiting for you at UMass Boston, visit in person or online. UMass Boston, a research university with a teaching soul.
The University of Massachusetts Boston, with its scenic oceanfront campus, easily accessible to downtown Boston, is recognized as a model of excellence for urban public universities. 16 NCAA Division III sports are part of the more than 100 student organizations that create an engaging campus life in America's biggest and best college town. UMass Boston, Boston's urban public research university for the 21st century.
Top of the sixth from D&M Park, 3-4-5 due up for the Panthers. They trail 3-1. Will be led off by the second baseman, Emma Rhodes.
Emma Rhodes 0 for 2 here in the championship game. She popped out to short and grounded out to short her first 2 times up.
First pitch from Greenspan to Rhodes. Swung on a little chopper. She was trying to check her swing. They're going to say foul. A lucky break there for Rhodes.
About to say, that's a heartbreaking call. She really didn't want to offer at that.
So extra life here with an 0-1 count.
Again, fans, if UMass Boston pulls this win out, we will go to a second championship game, as it'll be the only loss for Plymouth State this tournament.
0-1 pitch. High fly ball over into the stands. Rhodes now finds herself in an 0-2 hole. And all that beautiful sunshine we had for about 10 minutes has left us.
Yeah, we knew we weren't going to have it for long, but as long as it stays dry, that's all that matters.
Greenspan delivers the 0-2. Taken away and low for a ball.
A beautiful off-speed breaking ball down and away. Starts coming up a little bit towards the waist and just dives at the plate.
Yeah, we saw Kennard get fooled by it back in the 5th inning. Trying to get Rhodes to chase there. The 1-2. Swung on a high fly ball. But Razkowski will call for it and put it away for the first out.
Tough one there. Plymouth either all or nothing, either ground ball or straight in the air, and they're not really getting anything lining except for Nina Murray's sacrifice.
It's going to bring up the designated player, number 17, Avery Davis.
Avery Davis, 0 for 1, grounded out to Thomas in the first inning inside the circle and scored a run with a stolen base in the 4th.
First pitch to Davis. Taken outside, called strike. The 0-1 pitch now. Another one in there now. Davis down in a quick 0-2 hole.
Yeah, Greenspan doing so well in the circle. Getting ahead in the count here in relief.
0-2 pitch to Davis. Swung on, popped over to Mitsiaris at first for the out. So 2 quick outs for the Beacons. It's going to bring up the third baseman, number 24, Mel Goss.
Goss, and again, apologize for the win, is 1 for 1 with a single in the 2nd inning. Walked and stole a base in the 4th inning, but has been stranded on 3rd and on 2nd both times in her at-bats.
Holding this tent down for us right now, Dan. It's not going anywhere on my watch.
Yeah, everything's just taking off right now. Cameras, tent.
First pitch to Goss, taken for a called strike.
And so far, Greenspan has yet to give up a hit to the Panthers in relief.
0-1 pitch. Just missing outside. Good take there from Goss.
Same thing, Vento with. Same thing what Birch did last half inning, trying to pull that one back into the strike zone. It's too far to get the call.
1-1 pitch from Greenspan. Outside, ball 2.
Again, Goss has the power. We've seen Thomas and now Greenspan keeping everything away from her.
Two-one pitch to Goss. High fly ball. Perhaps in play, but it will go into foul territory as both Pressmack and I believe that's the third baseman and Tully. No, it's actually Braga making the run over there to try to put that one away.
Again, Panthers just really need to make solid contact and really get a liner. Try to get these singles and doubles, anything. Just what we've seen all weekend here. Anything over the press box height is just getting killed by this wind coming in from center field.
2-2 pitch now to Goss. Low and away now, full count. The third full count that Goss has had in this game. And she's worked it full in every at-bat. Two outs. 3-2 pitch from Greenspan. Swung on and missed. The 9th straight Panther retired by the Beacons. 6 straight for Greenspan. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Panthers trail 3-1. Bottom of the 6th inning coming your way from D&M Park. West now here with Dan Salzer calling the Little East Championship. It would be the 5-6-7 due up for the Beacons, led off by designated player Taylor Paulina.
Paulina so far 0 for 2, ground out to third and popped out to short in the 1st and 3rd inning respectively.
Matthews still in the circle for the Panthers here. I shall try to keep this a 2-run game. Again, as mentioned, if the Panthers cannot come back and win this game, we will have a second game as Matthews pitches in there for a called strike. That game will follow this about 30 minutes after this game.
Getting word that as soon as the last out is recorded, the 30-minute clock will start.
Matthews 0-1 pitch. Swung on a high pop-up over to Goss, who will put it away for the out.
There's a slight breeze at that time, but she had to come chasing in. That one's tailing back towards the plate. Nice play there by Goss.
So a quick first out brings up first baseman number 19, Lauren Mitsiaris.
Mitsiaris 0 for 2. She popped out in foul territory to third in the 1st inning, popped out to 2nd in the 3rd inning.
She'll swing and miss on that first pitch. A beautiful off-speed offering there from Matthew.
Yeah, Mitsiaris sitting on that fastball, trying to drive that one to left field.
One pitch as the wind just wreaking havoc here. Taken inside, called strike now. Mitsiaris in a quick 0-2 hole.
Again, fans, use the hashtag LEC Softball on Twitter and see your tweets live on the air for our broadcast. Be a part of our coverage here at Plymouth State.
That one high and inside for a ball.
And let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for, and just be a part of our broadcast. Something, a new feature we've had this year.
Sun back out here. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed. The first strikeout on either side of the scorecard. A big one there from Matthew. Second strikeout on each side of the scorecard.
I mean, first for Plymouth. We'll give her that. You said Matthew's not a strikeout pitcher. It's only her 25th of the season or 24th of the season.
It's going to be 2 down now for the third baseman and Alyssa Tully.
Tully 0 for 2, ground out to short, flied out to center.
Watches that first one inside for a ball.
Again, you wonder how, it looks like Matthews now starting to settle in a little bit. She has given up a run. Wait for the next pitch here.
1-0 pitch from Matthew. Outside now 2-0.
But there's just so much pressure on her. I mean, you're coming into a championship game a day after, 24 hours after a rain delay, inheriting a 2-0 lead for UMass Boston and trying to battle back. That's just got to be a lot of pressure, as it's, again, the first championship that the Panthers have ever been in program history. She's doing well right now in relief.
2-0 pitch now. Swung on a liner that will fall foul. A big break there for the Panthers. That one just missing the chalk out there in left field. Tully now gets ready to take the 2-1 pitch from Matthew. Again, 2 outs, no one on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. The 2-1 pitch swung on, chopped over to Goss at third, but will go foul.
Tully completely upset with herself. She was chasing that one high out of the zone, kind of tomahawk chopping at that one, pulling it foul.
We'll see what Matthew decides to do here. She has a 2-2 count with 2 outs.
Would love to see that off-speed pitch once again down and in.
Matthew delivers. Swung on a high fly ball. Morrissey ranges over to her left and puts it away for the out. So a 1-2-3 inning for the Panthers. They have their last 3 outs, so they need 2 to tie, 3 to win as we head to the top of the 7th.
University of Massachusetts Boston, with its scenic oceanfront campus, easily accessible to downtown Boston, is recognized as a model of excellence for urban public universities. 16 NCAA Division III sports are part of the more than 100 student organizations that create an engaging campus life in America's biggest and best college town. UMass Boston, Boston's urban public research university for the 21st century.
Back here at D&M Park, top of the 7th inning. It'll be the 6, 7, 8 hitters due up for the Panthers as they need to get some runs here to stay alive in this game 1.
Again, 3 outs away for the Beacons to forcing a decisive game 2 essentially in the championship.
Be led off by left fielder number 12, Cassidy Emerson. First pitch swinging, a nice little grounder over there to Tully. She'll throw into Mitziaris for a quick first out. So 1 down now for right fielder number 20, Nina Murray.
Murray 0 for 2. She popped out to the circle Thomas her first time up and had that sacrifice fly to center field in the 4th for the Panthers' only run coming home.
The first pitch to Murray. Taken low and in the dirt for a ball.
Great eye there by Murray. She thought about pulling the trigger, but again, that one dying away from the plate by Greenspan. Trying to get her to chase. Again, look for Greenspan just to try to keep everything low and away.
1-0 pitch now. Swung on a fly ball out to Pressmack over in foul territory, but she'll put it away for the out. And the Panthers now in dangerous territory. They're down to their last out. This is going to bring up the catcher. I don't think I can have a pinch hitter here. I believe it's going to be number 16, Lindsay Hall, pinch hitting for the Panthers.
It is indeed.
Hall entering today's game with a 208 average, 7 RBIs. So we'll see what Hall can do here with 2 down, no runners on here in the top of the 7th. First pitch to Hall, swung on up in the air. Pressmack, though, will camp under it. And the UMass Boston Beacons will move on to play a game 2 here for the Little East Championship.
Yeah, all the credit in the world to the Beacons. They have played outstanding going back to yesterday, defeating Eastern Connecticut State in the morning matchup at 10 o'clock in the elimination game, and then just getting out early yesterday in the first 2 innings against these Panthers that have yet to really see adversity in these playoffs. And then to battle back and hold on, get that insurance run that we saw back in the 4th inning, and they look very threatening for their first championship going into the game in about a half an hour.
So stick with us, fans. As mentioned, we'll be back in roughly 30 minutes for the decisive Game 2. Winner will be the champion here at D&M Park.
So my involvement early was being at the early meetings, and then I was appointed the first sports information director or conference publicist.
Actually, I think the conversations began closer to 1984, 1985.
In the final analysis, we were down to about 10 schools that were meeting, and we would usually meet at different locations, but often at ECAC meetings.
At the end of the day, after months of meetings, we ended up with 6 schools that all happened to be public universities. So we started a basketball conference.
I think there were a number of factors for the 6 of us. One, we were all like institutions. So, we had a number of things in common. We were public institutions of higher education. We had similar philosophies. We had similar facilities. We were similar in size in those days, much more similar than we are today.
Darrell White came up with the idea of the Little East and as a possible name, and at that time the Big East was in its heyday. And so Darrell contacted Dave Gavitt to get permission for us to consider using the Little East name.
Their picture and image of what the conference is going to be
It's up on the left-hand corner of the envelope, but with a magnifying glass up over it to make the conference look a little bigger than it was. I shared this wonderful concept with the other athletic directors, and they laughed me out of the room.
When I heard that, I can remember when he said that, the Little East Conference. Holy gee, that was pretty darn good. I like that.
They were very strong that the Little East Conference did not need any artificial magnification, and they were right.
There's nothing about our conference that's little. We're not little in scope, we're not little in stature, we're not little in competition, we're not little in winning. We're a very, very big conference, and we got to get that out there because that helps us all in recruiting, that kids are going to come here because it's a very, very good conference with great competition.
The NCAA was emphasizing, beginning to really heavily emphasize more regional play over national play as related to eligibility for championships and getting bids and that kind of stuff. So I think those were some of the critical factors.
One of the strong points about the Little East is that the athletic directors have always made an effort to put the experience of the athletes first.
And truthfully, sports information, a guy like Bob Malta, has played a huge role in this conference with everything he's done. Bill Gathright at UMass Dartmouth before he unfortunately died very early. Those guys are the backbone of this conference and really helped to keep it moving forward, helped to shape it, helped keep the values and the ideals that we have and the things that we do for the students on a regular basis.
The beauty of the Little East Conference is that it is founded on like academic missions of public institutions in New England. And I think that's led to the Little East stability. These are member schools that have been together for a long time. I'd like to think it's what Division III started out being about, was founding conferences that shared an academic mission and a vision for their athletic department that could make them be good members together.
We were still pretty much all committed to the ECAC as our umbrella conference, but it was wonderful to have this basketball and the basketball rivalry. And then, again, as conferences became more important, it was such a natural thing to expand to other sports, which is what we did.
I can't imagine where this program would be if we were not accepted as a full-time member in 1993. It would be extraordinarily difficult.
We gained instant credibility, so we were embraced by other schools, and we became the model for other schools.
Well, the LEC in 30 years, I think at some point someone got it right, to develop this small conference, public institutions, like-minded philosophies on their own campuses, and then to come together and endure all the challenges of the changing landscape of athletics, and to still, remain true to their, the core mission.
What made it work is the personalities of the athletic directors involved. It was a group that had a number of strong personalities, but a number of really, really good athletic administrators who got along extremely well together.
And I think the Little East is considered still one of the stronger conferences out there.